Assen, the Netherlands, in one of the most grueling and courageous performances of the modern MotoGP era, Marc Marquez once again proved why he's in a league of his own. At a circuit that demands precision, bravery, and sheer willpower, the 8-time world champion dug deep to secure a remarkable double victory, his third consecutive weekend sweep and sixth win of the 2025 season, but this one didn't come easy. Marquez's weekend started with a minor injury during free practice 1, followed by 2 crashes on Friday. He was bruised, sore, and visibly shaken. Although the injuries weren't major, the toll was clear: swollen fingers, aching ribs, and a dented confidence. This was not going to be a normal weekend, Marquez admitted. On Sunday morning, I felt destroyed. During the warm-up, I didn't even know if I could race. But adrenaline, that's always been the best painkiller. Dorna CEO Carmelo Ezpeleta later hailed Marquez's form, calling him virtually invincible. In 2025, despite the crashes and pain, Marquez not only won, he dominated. And he did it in a way that redefines what it means to be a MotoGP champion in your 30s. Ezpeleta's praise reflects a wider belief in the paddock. Marquez is not just winning races, he's controlling them with experience, grit, and determination. With Sachsenring up next, a track he once dominated for over a decade, the big question now is, who can stop him? Starting from 4th on the grid, the odds were against him. But when the race began, Marquez flipped the switch. He carved through the field with signature aggression and precision, fast but smart. He defended under pressure, attacked with purpose, and never lost his cool, all while riding through pain. As he crossed the finish line, it wasn't just another victory. It was a message: the warrior is back, with a 68-point lead over his nearest rival and 126 ahead of Pecco Bagnaia. Marquez now controls the championship with authority. What's more impressive is that he's winning on tracks that were never his favorites: Mugello, Aragon, and now Assen. This isn't just a return, it's evolution. Mistakes like those in Austin and Jerez still happen, but now he learns, adapts, and overcomes. At 32, Marquez is no longer the fearless teenager who shrugs off crashes. Now, the physical and mental cost is real, crashing at 20 and crashing at 32. They're two different things, he said with a smile. That's why he's taking a short 2 to 3 day break to recover, but not for long. Sachsenring is coming, and it's his territory. The weekend, however, wasn't without its emotional challenges. His younger brother, Alex Marquez, crashed badly in a separate incident. It's hard, Marc said. He's not just a competitor, he's my brother. I don't want to see him hurt. I want to beat him fair and square. That emotional depth is what sets Marc Marquez apart this season. It's not just about speed, it's about resilience, maturity, and heart. He's not racing to silence critics. He's racing to prove to himself that he still belongs at the top. This is no longer a comeback, it's a rekindled legacy. Despite the glory, Marquez left Assen feeling incomplete. I'm happy for the win, he said, but I'm not fully satisfied. My brother's crash changes how I feel. We're family first. From the second row, Marquez moved to the lead by lap 6 and never looked back. He didn't win with raw speed, he won with strategy, composure, and tire management. Bagnaia had the early lead, but began to fade under pressure, eventually settling for 3rd. We weren't perfect, Marquez admitted, but we were smart, and that's what wins races sometimes. Alex's crash cast a shadow over Ducati's celebrations. Second in the championship, his status for the upcoming races is now uncertain. For Marc, the emotional conflict is real. You make history, but it feels hollow. That's not how I want to win. With 370 points after 10 rounds, Marquez leads the championship by a massive margin. Ducati leads both team and manufacturer standings, solidifying their dominance in 20-5. As Sachsenring looms, Marquez is focused on rest and recovery, both his own and his brother's. I want to return stronger, he said, and I want Alex back on track. I want to fight him at full strength. At Assen, Marc Marquez wasn't just a race winner. He was a reminder of the raw emotion and humanity that define elite motorsport. He conquered the track, but left with a heavy heart, because in 2025, for Marc Marquez, victory means nothing if it costs the people who matter most.